Good morning. If you are into property investment, this video is for you. The biggest mistake new property investors make isn't picking the wrong house, it's picking the wrong strategy. Yes, you heard me right, strategy. If you're into property investment, watch this video to the end because you're gonna benefit. If you want property to build real wealth, not just something that looks impressive on paper, you have to focus on decisions that compound over time, not quick wins that fade over time. Now, first of all, buy for cash flow, not just appreciation. Rising prices are exciting, but they don't pay your mortgage, whether you believe it or not. If the market stills or interest rates jumps, a property that puts money in your pocket every month gives you stability options and staying power. That is why you need to choose wisely. Ask yourself, if prices don't move for 5 years, does this deal still works? That is the question you really need to ask yourself. And if the answer is no, then you better think wise. Secondly, understand that profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. Remember, experienced investors spend far more time negotiating the purchase than negotiating about the exit. Look for motivated sellers, overlooked properties, or home that need cosmetic improvement rather than major structural work. You know what I mean by that? So creating equity on day one dramatically reduces your risk. So that is the things you need to look out for when you are want to go into property investment. Whether you're a first-time buyer or you are new into property real estate business, you need to listen to this video till the end. Number 3, location still matters, but not in the way most people think. Because right now, everybody work remotely, majority work remotely and drive. Okay, so it's not about trendy cafe or leafy street, it's about demands. So areas near transport links, universities, schools, major employers or regeneration projects tends to attract consistent tenants and long-term growth. Yes, that's true. Boring practical locations often outperform fashionable ones. That is absolutely true as well. Now, don't forget, next, don't wait for value to appear. That is just an advice I will give to you. Create it. Investors who rely purely on market growth are gambling. You are gambling if you rely on market growth. Those who refurbish, reconfigure layouts, improve energy efficiency, and add usable spaces are taking control right now. And that is why if you are still wondering about what to do in property investment, I will advise to take my advice. If you can increase the rent, you usually increase the property's value too. So you can't increase rent when your property value is still like needing there are molds needing more of refurbishment. No. Financing is another silent deal maker or deal breaker. Two identical properties can produce completely different outcomes depending on the loan behind them. Smart investors stress test their numbers, keep cash reserve, and avoid stretching themselves so thin that one surprise expenses become a crisis to them. So that is why you need to think really smart and always make sure you are using the right strategy when it comes to your purchase. Also, most importantly, treat properties like business, not a hobby. Track your real returns after all costs, not just the headline rent. Monitor vacancies, maintenance, and long-term performance. Emotion is expensive. Data is profitable. And finally, think in decades, not in months or weeks or days. Property wealth rarely comes from one lucky purchase. It comes from time. Tenants paying down your mortgage, rent gradually rising, and inflation quietly shrinking the real value of your debt. It feels slow at first, then suddenly very, very powerful. So if you're thinking about property investment, I will advise you take these steps I've just mentioned above. And if you need more details, DM me my bio and we will come and see how we can help you out. Finally, in property, success doesn't usually go to the person who bought the perfect house. It goes to the person who chose a strategy they would sustain and then stayed in the game long enough for compounding to do the heavy lifting. And that is where the profit comes into play on a long-term basis. Thank you for watching. This is Chrysanthus Investment. Kindly like and share our video, and I will see you in my next episode. Bye.